Discussions in groups consisting of more than 5 people can easily get out of hand. That's why a lot of larger groups prefer involving a moderator who applies different formats of group discussions to structure and guide the group to a valuable outcome. In the following 2 videos, we will take a look at some of the most common group discussion techniques found at conferences or in a classroom. In this video, formats for smaller groups will be taken a look at. The following 3 formats are usually used for groups not bigger than 30 people. However, with a few adjustments, they can also be used for larger groups. The Fishbowl. During a fishbowl discussion, the panelists are divided into 2 groups. One small group of participants, usually 3 to 5 persons, is seated in a small circle in the middle of the room. The rest of the panelists are seated around them. The ones sitting in the middle are the ones discussing a predefined topic. The panelists seated around them are overseeing and taking notes. However, this doesn't mean that the larger part of the group doesn't have a chance to say something too. One seat in the inner circle is left free as a guest seat. So whenever someone from the outer larger circle would like to contribute to the discussion, he can sit down on the guest seat and dive into the discussion as long as he wants to, or at least until another panelist asks for the guest seat. It is also possible that one of the main participants of the inner circle leaves their seat, which can then be taken by someone of the outer circle as well. This format is a great opportunity to start with experts, but to include voices from the audience as well, who can then become participants of the discussion themselves. A moderator is often used to facilitate the change of persons in the inner circle, or to discuss the results of the inner circle with the whole group afterwards. Inside-outside circle, or concentric circles. The inside-outside circle is a format you can often observe inside foreign language classrooms. It is a great method to get everyone to talk and give panelists the opportunity to get in touch with other participants of the same workshop or conference. For this method, 2 circles with the same number of participants are formed. One circle is in the middle, the other one on the outside, with the participants of the outer circle facing the participants of the inner circle. Now a question or a series of questions is raised by the moderator, and the panelists start discussing about this question with the person they are currently facing. After a while, the moderator calls time, and while the inner circle is moving 1 step to the left, the outer circle is moving 1 step to the right, resulting in a different pair of participants facing each other. In the end, results can be collected with a pinboard or can be discussed with the whole group. It is also a nice format for panelists to get to know each other. Think, pair, share, or the molecule technique. A lot of you may have heard about the think, pair, share technique. A teacher or moderator passes a question to the whole panel, which will then be discussed in groups of 2, usually with a person standing close to you. Afterwards, what was discussed in pairs will be briefly presented to the whole group. The molecule technique takes this idea and complements it. After discussing a topic in pairs, each pair merges with another one and discusses the subject in a group of 4. Then 2 groups of 4 merge and discuss. This gives great opportunity to get in touch with perspectives that have already been formed, and enriches each discussion with more and more opinions, and not all at once. Now you have learned about some formats that are used for smaller group discussions. The following video will give you an insight on group discussion formats for larger groups.